I might be living your American dream, but I'm nowhere near where my dream is, dog. I got aspirations. I got big dreams.
And welcome back to my channel. And on today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys on how I personally elevated my life and started to glow up as a mom and on a budget. Glow up and not have the most money in the world. What you think the amount of money you need to glow up or what you want, you can start wherever you are right now and start the process to glow up, change your life, moving forward into a better place. So the first thing I would say is, I know it sounds like just repetition, but it is so true. It would be your mindset. So I had to go ahead and I'm talking about, you got to dig deep. If you need a therapist, a coach, go deeper. Read books, write down in a journal exactly where you are even started, how and why you made those decisions. And I'm talking about to the T. How did you end up where you are? To start to change your thoughts about where you are and how you ended up there. So for me, I had to change my mind about money. I had to really learn more about finances, planning. I write everything down. And I mean, from if I want to eat out one day, me and my daughter, I try to plan that for us ahead of time. Groceries, the bills I have to pay, and the bills are the same and due on the same day every single month. I have to write them down every single month. What I really wanted in my life, I had to change that it can happen. What I really wanted in my life could happen. Also, what I really saw for my daughter, how I wanted life to go for her. I had to change my whole mindset because eventually I became a single mom. So everything what I planned before eventually had to change because our life changed. Also, I had to start to understand that leave situations, friends, family, get them out of my life, and not in a mean way, but if they didn't align with me, I knew I had to remove them. And that's exactly what I did. So changing the thought about my life, those were like the main things I did. Change my thought about money, how I looked at money, what I really wanted my life to look like, and changing the people around me. These are a lot of the things you hear all the time. And I know it sounds so cliche, but it is so true. This is literally how I started. This thing I did that was very, very, very important was changing the way I eat. So over the past 2.5 years, I've been changing the way that I eat. But I had to learn to change those things that fits me. So the calorie counting, I didn't like. I didn't understand it. I don't think people, well, it just didn't. Keto, just eating salads and stuff like that, but I'm still putting certain stuff in it that really wasn't good for me. So I ended up changing, doing it a certain way that fit me. So my thing was reading the ingredients. If it had artificial flavors, if I did not understand a lot of the wording, if I didn't put it in Google and it told me something that wouldn't harm me, I didn't buy it. So a lot of stuff that has artificial flavors are very long words. I don't understand them. I don't know how to pronounce them, just to be honest. Anything, did I say natural flavors, anything with any kind of coloring in it, I try my best to stay away. Now, I'm not perfect. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I do post in my stories like sometimes what I eat. And I eat regularly. I'm not eating to where I'm like altering what I normally would buy at the store. If I want ice cream, it's a brand that I get. Sometimes I may even try out some ice cream. I did try ice cream from Biscoff. But for the most part, my eating is under control. The thing that I'm trying to get out of my diet right now is cheese. I love cheese, and I'm trying to slowly wean myself off of cheese. But for the most part, I eat pretty good. When it comes to my health and eating better, I started to think of it as it wasn't a burden. Once I learned how to do it, it's not a burden to me to change. I had to plan exactly how I wanted my life to look, how I wanted to look from the inside out, how I wanted my mind to think about certain stuff, what kind of car I want to drive, where I want to live, which I'll touch on in a minute. I wanted to wear my makeup, hair, fashion, accessories, everything. I looked at everything I wanted my life to be. I ended up writing it down, and then I just started implementing certain things in my life every month or whenever I could. I would change some things, but the most things you can change is how you act and how you think. I started to forgive myself for decisions that I made to where I was in my life. And I wasn't like in a terrible place, but I became a mom. I wasn't married when I made that choice. Thank God I only had one kid and I don't have multiple kids. But I became a mom. I wasn't married. I knew the person after a while. I didn't know right away, but I knew after a while, like, it's not my husband. Also becoming a single mom. Like, I brought a child into the world, and my daughter is not going to be able to experience being in a home with two loving married parents. That's something I had to forgive myself for, because it's not something that I am happy with at all. Moving into a new environment. I have been wanting to move for a long time, but of course, when you're in a relationship, things don't go as planned. If I was not in a relationship, I know for a fact I would have moved out of my hometown a long time ago. So the first chance I got, I planned and moved out of town. I do have a moving video that you guys can go ahead and watch. I will leave it here on the screen. I am a single mom. Don't get me wrong, I do have family here where I live, but I decided to leave my hometown and move to another state. Even though I regret, and I'm not regret, but I'm sad about becoming a single mother. The timing of me moving was the perfect time. We needed a new environment. She needed a new environment education wise. Like, there was no way I was going to be able to stay back where I lived and she get the experience, the peace of mind at school. It was just a lot going on where we from as far as schooling is concerned. And I know it's a lot going on everywhere, but it wasn't like where I come from. So now I can say that was the best decision that I could have made for my daughter. Good thing, but a lot of people, I guess, get upset when people say their relationship with God became stronger. I don't know what else people want. If you are down and you are out and you can't look to your neighbor and you can't look to man, which most of the time we can't, because nobody really understands exactly what you're going through but you must and will find yourself going to whoever you believe in. Me, that was God, and it changed my life. Come closer and be obedient to God. So thank you guys for watching this video. That is how I started to elevate and change my life. I'm not nowhere near where I want to be, but I am far away from where I once was. I'm proud of myself. I have a lot of work to do, and I am bringing you guys on that journey in my vlogs. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and follow me on all of my social media platforms. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.
It's what you all been waiting for, ain't it? What people pay paper for, game it. They can't stain it, they want something new. So let's get reacquainted. Became the hood favorite, I can't even explain it. I surprised myself too. Life of a dawn, lights keep glowing. Coming in the club with that fresh shit on, with something crazy on my arm.